You're watching Hegarai TV, Rhode Island's public access channel.
Salam. My name is Sheikh Abu Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al Masjid Shariat Allah, a non-profit religious organization operating in the state of Rhode Island, USA. I come to you many ways, many times. I come to you on television here in Rhode Island 2 times a week on one channel and 3 times a week on another thing. I also come to you on the web, on the internet, 24/7. You can dial me up 24/7 and look at these shows that you see on television, because they also go on the internet. I'm trying to get you to wake up. I'm trying to get the so-called Muslim world to recognize what's happening to us. I'm not trying to get you to go out there and throw bombs on anybody. I'm not trying to get you to go ahead and go to war with anybody. But I'm trying to get you to practice your religion the way Allah told you to do it. And stop trying to play both sides of the pawn. Yeah, stop trying to play I walk in shops sometime and I see all these things being sold, these so-called marijuana pipes, crack pipes, and all these different pipes being sold. I've seen so many different pipes being sold in a place that whether or not no place to put the food. And it's time to stop all that. We helping people to gamble, and yet we telling people we don't gamble. It's against our law to gamble, but we helping others to gamble. It's against our laws to possess intoxicants, but yet we selling intoxicants. Some of us are selling these intoxicants. We must begin to do what we're supposed to do, and do it the way Allah tells us to do it. If you don't do it the way Allah tells you to do it, and you have the knowledge to do it that way, that's deliberately disobeying the law. So that's rejecting Islam. So I advise you to do what you're supposed to do. A lot of the stuff that's happening to us is what is called the wrath. It comes to us by our own doing. It comes to us because of the stuff we did or did not do. You can be chastised in Islam not only for what you do, but for what you do not do. So I don't try to fool you, talk you into believing that you're not going to get chastised for all the actions you're doing. You got brothers and sisters now today that's striving hard to keep the deen pure. And they get no help from you brothers that's sitting back doing nothing but satisfying yourselves. So I advise you to go ahead and start doing what you're supposed to do. I had a woman call me up on the phone and ask me some questions about what is in my hand. And I told her these are thicker beads, which is called prayer beads also. Well, she understood that. I said the same as other people have, the Jews, the Buddhists, they have prayer beads. Some of them got beads that thick, that big. The Catholic have prayer beads. So she asked me also, what religion am I? What is religion? I told her, Islamic, Islam. She asked, what am I talking about? So I'm trying to get the Muslim to follow his or her responsibilities. And after I got finished, she said, thank you. I appreciate you stopping and explaining that to me. I said, okay, thank you for calling and asking about it. And we parted. Now that was a Christian most likely, or somebody like that. And I'm a Muslim. And we conversed with each other over something. And it was very polite. And I was very polite in the way I handled her. And she was very polite in the way she handled me. And we parted in peace with each other. That's the way it was in the days of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He didn't try to burn out the Christians. He didn't try to kill any Christians. But any Christians or non-Christians or anybody that tried to kill him, they would defend themselves against that. And that's what anybody's supposed to do. But I'm trying to tell you this. You must begin to do what you're supposed to do. You got children that's coming up. They have to have pure Islam to come to. I don't see that being built up here in Rhode Island. And that's brought to be built up here in Rhode Island. Pure Islam. And you got to be built up in Chicago and everywhere else, pure Islam. So I advise you to go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. Practice your pure Islam. Give your children something to hold on to. Teach your children that when they leave the room, they have to ask permission, and when they come back in, they have to ask permission. They must respect you. In that new world out there, nobody's respecting nobody. Everybody's just doing what they want to do. So I'm saying we got to respect each other. Yep. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few years. Well, I don't think I'm going to be here for the next few years, but anyway, I'm still doing the Lord's work, still trying to fulfill my obligations to the Quran and to Allah. And not cheat him out of anything, or try to cheat him out of anything. Because I made a contract with him and gave him my life for this world, for the hereafter. And I'm not by myself with that, but I'm trying to give up that part of my life to him here. I work Islamic for Islam. I strive only for Allah. Well, let's see now. Let's see. What do you think we should do? There's thousands of people ran out of different cities, and they call themselves refugees. And in Islam, Muslims are supposed to defend what they believe in. They're not supposed to run away. So, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you that we must stand firm in our beliefs. We must stand firm against anyone that's trying to take it away from us. And we must fight them with the weapons they fight us with, except with disbelief. So if they fighting us with television and movies and all that kind of stuff, we must do the same. Fight them with movies and television and all that kind of stuff. So, I advise you to go ahead and do that. And that's what our group is about. We're trying to raise money for that reason, for a studio. And fight people and strive against those that's trying to strive against us. I hope you understand that. so tired with this, tired. I started to yawn and all that, started to be sleepy and tired. I don't have the strength I used to have to do this 2 or 3 at time at night, 2 or 3 in the morning. I have the time to do that no more. I hope you understand where I'm coming from with you, with this. It's getting hard to talk to you. I've been doing this for a lot of years now. And I don't see the participation in the defense of our deen the way it should be coming from you. Ooh, alhamdulillah. So, when are you going to start? Well, I got a young sister and brother that's getting ready to take a shahada and get married and become Muslims and work with this program. They've already been working with the program as non-Muslims. And who knows, there might be Muslims in their heart. Only Allah knows that. But to me, they were non-Muslims. And they've been striving, they've been helping me. And so they already been doing that. Now they're talking about taking shahadas and getting married. That's a nice thing. Get married, enjoy being Muslims together. What's the saying? People pray together, stay together. Husband and wife pray together, stay together. So if you're thinking about it, you want to know about that, write me, let me know. You want to know, I have a program about talking about marriage in Islam, I'll do that for you. I did 1 or 2 before. I'm not a marriage agency. I'm not trying to get people married. But I do give out shahadas to people. I have shahadas, I let them help them get shahadas for themselves. And marriage license they get, and kalima papers, where they can show they got Muslims. So that's what you get when you mess with Islam. When you come out of AMSA. Now, I don't know what else to say to you right now, other than take off them clothes and put some garments on yourselves. And be able to march down the street in garments. Walking the street in garments. It's look different than the non-believers walking around there shooting this dope and swallowing each other up and all this other stuff they doing. Alhamdulillah. All the stuff that they doing out here. Get down with what you gotta do. That's what you have to do. Get down with what you gotta do. Man. You gotta do what we have to do, I know. But we gotta do our Islam first. I got the yawnies. Do I turn around and give up? No, can't do that. Can't give up on my brothers and sisters. Gotta keep going. I have to keep going with you. One of the reasons they taking the Shahada one day, the same day they get married. They taking the Shahada first, and then they're gonna get married second. This way they won't take Shahadas and then go home because they live together and go home and then commit sin. Because this is what will happen. When he takes us and he takes a Shahada and she don't take a Shahada, and she gonna jump in the bed with him as his wife, and they just don't have nothing but Shahadas. Committing sin. They're fornicating. So to keep that from happening, they become Muslims in the morning, and we marry them off in the afternoon. You understand that, right? Yes, I know you do. What's your opinion of Egypt? What happened in Egypt with the army and stuff like that? What do you think that was? Do you think that was a coup? What do you think it was? Let me know. Write me and let me know. I can't read that. I don't deal in that telex thing you got going with the fingers and writing on pen. I don't know how to do that. Write me a letter, let me know. You got the address. Write me a letter and just let me know what's going on. The address come on after this. West Warwick. Post office in West Warwick. Post office box 1159. AMSA, AMSA and Company, Incorporated. Let me know about that. I feel that it was. I thought it was very. I thought it was very wrong than people to do something like that. Man, whole body here got cracking and stuff. I thought it was very wrong for them to do that. It wasn't. It wasn't democratic. I'll tell you that. The brother was put in office on a voting thing of the people. And he turned around and took him out on the force thing again, with the pistol, with the bombs. The army took him out. Do you think that was right? Do you think it's right that a brother's hauling for democracy and calling himself a Muslim and want democracy to govern him in the democratic way to govern him? And he's an officer and he's a Muslim from Egypt or from Saudi Arabia, from one of them countries. You think that's right? Let me know. I'd like to hear from you. I'll put the letter on the air. Let me know. I'd like to hear what you got to say about it. That's any of you. Write me a letter. Well, I guess I have to be going now. Past my bedtime.